Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video we are going to see a little interesting topic in reactjs, which is props drilling. Okay, so if you are new here, please consider subscribing so you won't miss any future content. Now let's start the video. Yes, so as you can see, this is our practice project. Let's create a folder here. I'll say props. Okay, inside this I'll create 3 or 4 folders. Okay, so let me create the components and then I'll show you how exactly like what exactly prop drilling is. Okay, so I'll have one component as component a, okay, .js, and I'll have one more component as component b.js. Okay, and let's say one more component as component c.js. Okay, so there are 3 right now. You can create multiple. So and you can see I'm using shortcut which is RFCE, React Functional Component. Okay, so this you can get it from ES7 extension. Okay, in VS Code you will have that. Here you can see this is the one. Okay, this is the one, this one. Okay, this one you can take, and these are the snippets you will have inside that, and you can use it. Okay, so because like there are many components, right? That's the reason I'm using this. Or else I'll recommend, if you have started, please write the each and everything so you can understand. Okay, because I know everything, how, like, where the lines are there, where the imports are there. That's why I'm using shortcuts. Okay, so now you see I have component C, B, A. Okay, and let's create a parent to child relation inside this. Okay, so let's suppose, okay, component A is a parent. Okay, then we have component B is a child of component A. Okay, and then we have component C is a child of component B. Okay, so let me just import it here so that we'll know. Okay, and I'll say here component B. Okay, and it will auto import if I click enter there. Okay, now you see in the component A I have imported, or the using component B, it will make that component B as a children of component A. Okay, same way if I go here and if I use component C here, and it will make component C is a children of component B. Okay, and now let's go to app.js and let's import component A here. A, okay, and here now you see I have imported component A inside app.js. It will it is like component A is a children of app.js. Okay, app file, app component, we can say. Okay, so this is the parent hierarchy right now. Okay, so we have here, so I'll just manage here app is a parent, then app A is also parent for B but child for app.js. Component B is a child of component A but parent of component C, and component C is a child of component B. Okay, now what exactly we want is, suppose I will create a user state. Okay, here, so let me import use state here, import from reactjs. Okay, react library, I'll say here use state. Okay, and let me create use state as count equal to set count. Okay, and I'll say use state the initial value will be 0. Okay, now you see I have done it this way. Okay, so what I want here is, I want my count should be visible inside the component C. Okay, but as you know that we can't directly pass any value from parent to child. Okay, we need to pass it through the props. Okay, so you have to understand this. Okay, so let me give you one understanding. Let me open a paint here. Okay, and draw some things here. Okay, so let's say this is our app component, this is the A component, B component, and this is last one, this is the C component. Okay, let me add the names as well. App, this is A, this is B, and this is C. Okay, and now you see this is in a one hierarchy. Okay, like it is coming down in this word, like up to down, sorry, top to bottom we will have in this hierarchy. Okay, in the React components. Okay, now you saw that count we have inside the app.js. Okay, which is app component. Now I need this count inside the component C. I want to show it inside the component C. How I can pass it? Okay. As you know, there is no direct relation between C and app.js. I need to pass the count here in the A component, and A will pass to B component. Okay, and B will pass to C component. Okay, this is how the thing will work. Okay, so this way of doing it is called as prop drilling. Okay, what you are doing is you are drilling the props into one other components. Okay, basically child components. Okay, so let's see how we can do that here basically. So what I'll do inside here, I'll have count equal to count. Okay, so this is how we can give the prop to a component. Let's go to a component and let's get the prop first, and then let's provide it to b. Okay, b component. Okay, and now I'll go to b here and I'll get the count and I'll give it to c component. Okay, like this, and now I'll get it from the c component and I'll just display here as count. Okay, and I can use this curly braces to show it. Okay, now if I go to our browser here, we should be able to see count is coming inside here. Okay, you see component A is there, B is there, C is there, and C is getting count now. So how C is able to get the count? Because of the relation, parent and child relation between components. Okay, so we got the count from the app to A component, A to B component, B to C component. Okay, so this top to bottom relation, or passing the props from app.js to C component, it is calling it as a prop drilling. Okay, this is the concept we have in the reactjs, prop drilling. Okay, but this is not a good way of doing it. Okay, so there are few things which we can use to avoid this. Okay, because I need direct relation, like I don't want direct relation, but I want this count to be accessible to C directly without having help of A and B. Okay, the reason being because A component doesn't require count and B component also doesn't require the count. Okay, but still we are taking it as a prop and passing to the other child. Okay, so that this is the problem here. We should not do this thing. Okay, so to avoid this, we have few libraries. Okay, first thing we can use context, which is a context API that we can use, and second thing we can use redux, or third we have newly coming up with a recoil. Okay, so that we can use to avoid this such scenarios in reactjs. Okay, so this will create performance issue, because if I change this value, suppose here we have 0. Okay, if I change the count on a button click, it means the count is changing. So what it will do is it will re-render app component, it will re-render app component A, component B also it will re-render, then it will re-render the component C. So this is a very heavy task. Okay, so we should not do this thing because it will create a performance issue. Okay, so instead of this, we can use any of these three things which I told just now to avoid this. Okay, so these things I am going to create few videos on this, how we can use on three of them, and you can pick it from there and you can use it. Okay, but for now, if you have like one component or two component, you can use, but later on when you are starting very big application, there will be such scenarios where you have 10 child components, like 10 top to bottom components. Okay, but you can't provide from the first component to 10th component. Okay, that time you have to use definitely either redux, context API, or recoil. Okay, any of the one you have to use it. Okay, in order to avoid prop drilling in reactjs. Yes. So this is about prop drilling in reactjs. We saw that how exactly the prop drilling will happen between the components, and also what is the problem of using the prop drilling in reactjs. Okay. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please consider subscribing and give it a like. I'll be back with more content in the next video. Thank you.